Alrighty then, we're back with DanDaDan chapter 169, chapter title Find the Culprit. Let's open that chapter. Alright. We got Okarun running through the halls of his school. There's a shot of him running. Um, and he's sees someone and he's coming to a stop. And this person says, "No running in the hallways, bruh." Okay, it's Saint Germain. In his little teacher uniform. If you slam into someone, it'll be ouchie ouchie. Alright, interesting choice of words, but okay. Sorry, I'll be more careful, says Okarun, and then Okarun passes by, and you get Saint Germain adjusting his glasses as Okarun's passing by. And then Saint Germain says, "How go the club activities?" And Okarun says, "Huh? Have you made any new secret discoveries?" Um, alright. Okarun is walking away. He says, "Yes." Saint Germain says, "Just a moment. I wonder where it is you might be going." I'm in a bit of a hurry, says Okarun, as he's walking away. And then Saint Germain responds with, "What kind of secrets might you have uncovered?" Okarun says, "I'm in a bit of a hurry right now, so could I tell you another time?" Saint Germain says, "That won't do." Okarun says, "Huh?" "Another time, please," says Okarun, as he's trying to walk away, and Saint Germain's pretty much just following him at this point. Uh, and Saint Germain says, "No, uh, noise canceling isn't my cup of tea." Okay. Okarun says, "What are you talking about?" Saint Germain says, "About uncovering secrets in order to cancel out noise." Um, okay. The noise waveform is hit with its opposite waveform. It's the same as the relationship between plus and minus. So it shows like a little um depiction of what he's talking about with two, I guess, sound waves coming together and canceling each other out. And it goes on to say, "You would expect to hear twice as much noise, but what actually happens is that you simply no longer hear it." He goes on to say, "But for me, it causes a sticky, icky feeling, so I don't use it." Occurrences, wow, you don't say. And Saint Germain goes on to say, "Are you familiar with the phenomenon of metronome synchronization?" "I can't say that I am," says Okarun as he's continuing to walk away. If you randomly start multiple metronomes, the vibrations from each one will transmit to the others, and in 2 to 3 minutes, all the metronomes will have synchronized. Bacteria move similarly. They too have a unique vibrational frequency, but in response to their environment, they will align with the individual whose vibrations are ideal, and all the rest will follow suit. I don't even know what we're looking at here. It's like somebody looks like somebody who got like Thanos snapped and they're disappearing. I don't know how to describe what I'm looking at here, but uh all right. Uh, I guess Saint Germain goes on to say human cells make up only 10% of all cells in the body. The remaining 90% is made up of bacteria. In other words, instead of having true free will, a human's actions are decided by the characteristic vibrational frequencies of their bacteria. Okarun turns around and responds with dot dot dot. Wow, I mean that's dot 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 amazing dot dot dot. Do you yield? Says Saint Germain. Okarun says, "Huh? Do you accept defeat in the face of my knowledge?" Okarun just doesn't really know what to say. He's just looking at him at this point, and And next panel, he says, "Yup, you beat me." Just an intense looking reaction from Saint Germain. And then Ocarina says, "I hope you'll tell me lots more another time. Right now, I'm in a hurry." And Ocarina just continues walking away. And Saint Germain's got his hand in his pocket. All right, and then Ocarina walks around the corner. And then I got a shot of Saint Germain, and he's looking down. He's pulled out that little knife he had or something. He's looking at it. He puts it back in his pocket, and he just turns around and walks away. All right, back to Momo in the library with all the books. A blade. Question mark exclamation point, says somebody. Yes, she was carrying something like a letter opener, and she was clearly looking for me. And then Ira says, everyone's back in the room now, except for Ocarina, it seems. But Ira says, "Do you know what class she was from?" Momo says, "Don't know." The fat guy whose name I cannot for the life of me remember. "Hold on a sec. This could mean only one thing. It's time for me, Sherlock, to take the stage. Does it not?" And Momo responds, "Oh, shut up." And now Gurren has returned. He says, "Oh no, what happened?" Gigi says, "Oh, Gurren, bad news. Momo was attacked." Alright. Ocarina says, "Huh? By whom?" "We don't know," says Ira. "We were about to go look for her." Now Ira's holding, Momo in her hand. And Ira's saying, "Momo, climb into my pocket," and, Momo's climbing into her pocket. As she's climbing into the pocket, she says, "Hup." And Ira says, "Tell me if you see anyone that could be her." Okarun says, "Miss Agnes, did she have any distinguishing features?" Momo says, well, she had long hair." And Momo goes on to say, "And she told me to yield or something." And then Okarun recognizes those words and is surprised. And then he says, "Yield, someone just said that same thing to me." And then, okay, yeah, so Ira says, "Takakura, please don't speak at my bosom." Okay. Momo says, "Ugh." And Okarun says, "Huh?" "You did it on purpose," says Ira, "to get my attention." Um, says Ira, and then Momo says, "Ha?" And then, with a question mark, and then Okarun says, "I did not. That's where Miss Agnes is, isn't it?" It was on purpose, right?" Says Ira as she's holding Okarun's hands now. Um, "Be honest and say so, and I'll forgive you." Ocarina says, "You're wrong." I'm not. I am not," says Ira. And then Ocarina says, "You are." And then you got the fat guy thinking about something in the background. Um, all right. Ira says, "Well, try saying it was on purpose just once, and I'll forgive you." Oh gosh, alarm! Turn off, please. And I'll forgive you. And then Ocarina says, "Huh? It was on purpose." Says Ocarina. "Haha, I knew it," says Ira. "And you set me up," says Ocarina. Be honest and say it," says Ira. "I keep telling you I didn't." And you got Gigi doing a little Gigi face in the background. With this, I don't know, it's your typical Gigi. I mean, there's nothing typical about Gigi faces. They're always different, but he's doing it's like a little smile, a little sparkly eyes or something. Yeah. All right. And we got this is who's this speaking now? Is this Ira? You've been ogling my bosom this whole time." Um. Oh. And she kicks the little fat guy. I don't know. I cannot for the life of me remember his name, but she kicks him. and he says eep, and then looks like Okarn's doing like a little sigh of relief or something because the tension is off of him. They got Gigi still doing whatever Gigi's doing, flapping his arms like a chicken or something, I think. It wasn't supposed to be this way, says Gigi, I think. Hey, Four Eyes, says somebody. It looks like it's Momo speaking. Takakura, you don't have to be so formal with me, says Ira, and then Momo says, and then Wa says Okurin, and then Momo says, you can be more direct with me, can't you? What was that? Wait, is that? No. Okay, so that's Ira speaking, and then Momo says eep, and then we got Gigi down here saying when romance starts to run. Oh, he's singing some song, I think. You bonehead, says Momo, as she throws a chair at him with her little magic hand powers. And then Iris says eek, and then from the impact, Okarin says oomph, and then we got Iris saying, Momo, what do you think you're doing? Momo says, and you stop sticking to Okarin like stink on shit. Then you got, oh gosh, what's her name again? The idol girl. Yeah, she says, excuse me, I have to go to the commission meeting. And then the fat guy is he's kind of leaning down on the ground and he's saying, I am attractive. ... I don't think anybody said you were attractive, but okay. And Mo says, you can't stop it. He's still flapping his arms like a chicken and singing, I think. Alright, got a shot of a hallway, and we got that, what appears to be that mysterious girl from the last chapter in the hallway. And she's walking, and she walks by a door, and there's like I think a voice coming, or is that a locker? That might be a locker, and there's a voice coming from the locker says, the way you're doing things isn't, the way you're doing things is all wrong. And they got a shot of this girl, or ghost girl, or wherever she is. If you do not make your opponent yield first, you cannot steal their abilities. Oh, okay. Mr. Locker. Thanks for clarifying, Mr. Locker. Anyways, who is this person in a locker speaking to her? Is that Saint Germain in the locker? What's going on here? Anyways, the voice continues on the next page saying, I granted you power so you'd be able to do that, didn't I? And then this girl says, I still can't control it very well. I think the voice in the locker says, you must not try to control it. Give in to it. Confront your own desires, says the voice in the locker. What is it you want to do? And it goes on to say, what kind of self do you wish to become? You ... can become the self you wish to be. And it looks like we got like a bunch of little, possibly like fairy guys with like masks. They're shaped like raindrops with masks. And there was just a bunch of them, and they're very tiny. So she possibly got whatever power she has from these guys. Okay, and it says to be continued. All right, fun little chapter. Very cool. All right, end of recording.